Knoxville, Tennessee. Welcome to another action-packed, exciting hour of Smokey Mountain Wrestling. Wrestling the way it used to be and the way you like it. Hi, wrestling fans. I'm Bob Caudle, along with my tag partner right here, Dirty Dutch Mantell. Dutch, we got a great show for all the wrestling fans this week. Primetime Brian Lee's going to be here. We're going to make another attempt to find out Jim Cornette's tag team. We're going to find out also about our heavyweight championship here on Smokey Mountain Wrestling. We'll be hearing from Bob Armstrong about that. And also, we got a great tag team match for our tournament.
The Fantastics and the Wild Bunch are going to be right here in just a short while. Could it be one of the wildest matches ever on Smokey Mountain Wrestling? But what I'm interested in is the singles tournament, the Smokey Mountain Wrestling singles tournament that Commissioner Bob Armstrong is going to announce in just a little bit, that I'm sure that I'm going to win.
Also, fans, we're going to be seeing the Dirty White Boy in action. We're about ready to go. So right now, let's go to the ring. From Atlanta, Georgia. And at 226 pounds, Jumpin' Joey Maggs. All right, and fans, we talked about him. You're going to see him in action, the Dirty White Boy. And, of course, that music is going to bring him into the ring area. And along with him, in front of him, there is his manager, of course, none other than Mr. Ron Wright, Dutch Mantell.
Mr. Ron Wright, a man who has fallen upon some hard times. All those brutal, ruthless wrestlers been beating on him all these years.
From Bucksnort, Tennessee, weighing in at 248 pounds, the Dirty White Boy, with manager Mr. Ron Wright.
The Dirty White Boy was a great acquisition for Mr. Ron Wright. Like I was saying, a man who's almost an invalid, in a wheelchair, needs a hip transplant, needs a knee operation, looking for a wrestler to make him the money. Operations, and the Dirty White Boy, I think, is just the right man for the job.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He came up a real rough one and a tough one and a mean one in the Dirty White Boy. And talking about Mr. Ron Wright, he has just come over here beside us, Dutch. Let me get this microphone over here and see what Mr. Ron Wright has to say.
I appreciate it. You know, I've been trying to figure out why these good fans hadn't sent the money in. You know, a lot of these people around here are a little slow, can't read and can't write. I want you to have them to put it up on the monitor and give them the address, Bob. I think these people know where to send the money in to help this poor old man. So put it up on the screen, let them all see.
All right, and fans, there it is. That's the address, Mr. Wright's operation, Post Office Box 1279, Morristown, Tennessee, 37816-1279. Dutch, let me tell you this, and fans, listen carefully to this. This is not a charity approved by Smokey Mountain Wrestling.
Well, it
is not approved by Smokey Mountain. You contribute at your own risk.
Well, why is it not approved? This man has dedicated his whole life to the world of professional wrestling, and I think Smokey Mountain owes it to him just a little bit. If people want to help him out, I don't think they should be hindered or hampered if they want to donate to Mr. Wright's fund.
Well, he made it quickly back down to the ring in that wheelchair to give a few words of advice there to the Dirty White Boy. The Dirty White Boy is on a major win streak since being brought to Smokey Mountain Wrestling, Dutch, by Ron Wright. He's a street fighter. He's got the hardest right cross of anybody I've seen in wrestling.
Look at Mr. Wright. Doesn't he look pitiful sitting there? He looks pitiful.
Dutch,
I feel so sorry for him.
I remember Ron Wright from years back, and I don't think there's anything ever been pitiful about Ron Wright.
Don't you ever forgive anybody?
That man, I tell you, he would cut your heart out.
Well, let's watch the White Boy at work right here. No!
Joey Maggs.
No, sir. Maggs made a mistake. White Boy made him pay for it.
Oh, man, when you make that kind, you're really going to pay, and Maggs is paying, and the White Boy's right back to the attack. He got that big boot right to the back. Now he's gone to the face. They're flipping and clawing at the face of Maggs.
All he's wearing him out. See, White Boy, he subscribes to the Woody Hayes theory. Three yards in a cloud of dust, and when somebody does something to him, he's going to make sure they're punished for it. So the next time they think about doing it, they're going to hesitate just a little bit.
And he takes Maggs over to the rope now, drapes him right across that second rope, had all of his weight right down across that throat.
Good.
The corner.
Good, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright's my hero. I've been a fan of Mr. Wright for a long time.
That doesn't surprise me for some reason, Dutch. I thought that. Oh my heavens!
That's the signature.
Where's sportsmanship? From behind, he got him, blindsided him.
Well, he hit him from behind because Maggs trying to run away.
Neckbreaker. Oh man, did he put the power behind that one? That brought a smile to the face of Mr. Ron Wright, as well as the Dirty White Boy. But Mag's got his shoulder up at the count of 2.
Well,
almost had him for 3.
I think what White Boy's doing right now, he's just punishing Joey Maggs. He's punishing him for having the audacity to step in the same ring with him.
Well, he brought him out of that corner with that snap mare. Look how... Oh, he missed that. He was going to splatter him with that splash.
Well, Maggs had the presence of mind to move. But let's see who's damaged most here, Maggs or White Boy.
And there's Maggs, who got to his feet in time to land that right hand right to the jaw and another one. That sends the White Boy reeling back into the ropes. The Irish whip across the ring, high into the air with that back toss.
Well, he's got a little offense going. Can he keep it up?
Good block. He's got him covered with the press. Oh, only 2. He didn't have the leg hook, couldn't hold him there.
The Dirty White Boy is a tough guy to beat. Now, see, these things have a marginal effect on White Boy.
Oh, that was another mistake on the part of Maggs. He showed you a good move earlier, and then that time the White Boy caught him looking.
Ooh. Side suplex.
And he won't get up from that one.
He took him right down.
The winner, the Dirty White Boy.
Well, Mr. Wright is very on the performance of the Dirty White Boy today. We watch it back in slow-mo, fans. A side suplex with a little power shove to it takes him down. Gets another big win here on Smokey Mountain Wrestling. The White Boy is one of the most devastating men in Smokey Mountain Wrestling today, other than me, of course.
Here's Commissioner Bob Armstrong, Smoky Mountain Commissioner. You got some big news about our heavyweight tournament.
I certainly have, Bob. I'm happy to announce that the time has finally come to announce the details for the Great Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Now, a lot of cities have put in bids to have this tournament held in their cities. A lot of top wrestlers have wanted to be in this tournament, but the decision has been made. It's final now. This tournament will take place Friday night on May the 15th. Remember that date, May the 15th, Friday night. An event the promotion is calling the Volunteer Slam. And how fitting for this to be held right here in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Civic Coliseum.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
All right, I have here with me, Bob, a letter from the Smoky Mountain Wrestling promoters and their board of directors. And I'm going to read off some of the wrestlers that have already been entered in this tournament. There are 12 wrestlers entered right now in the Heavyweight Championship Tournament. The first of which the 5 seeds already in the tournament: Dirty White Boy, Primetime Brian Lee, White Lightning Tim Horner, Rock and Roll Robert Gibson, and Jimmy Golden. Now then, there are 6 wild card entrants. Out of these 6, 3 will emerge. We'll have TV matches right here. These 6 men will wrestle each other, and the 3 remaining will occupy the spots left in the tournament here in Knoxville, Tennessee. The 6 wrestlers in the wild card spot are Dixie Dynamite, Scott Anthony, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, Dutch Mantell, Hector Guerrero, and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Now, after this is decided, there'll be an 8-man elimination tournament to win the great heavyweight Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Championship. Now, May the 15th is a day to remember. It'll be held in Knoxville. The Volunteer Slam, people, don't miss it. And all I can say, Bob, is may the best man win, and I'll leave this information with you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Commissioner Bob Armstrong. And fans, I tell you right now, we want to go take a look at a personality profile of one of the featured wrestlers that are going to be in that heavyweight tournament.
Is my name on the MIC?
Let's look at that right now.
Wait a minute, this is not right. Wait a minute.
The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
One of the most popular stars of Smoky Mountain Wrestling is Morristown, Tennessee's own White Lightning Tim Horner. Tim has been an outstanding athlete all of his life, beginning his sports career at Morristown East High School. For in addition to wrestling, track, field, and baseball, Tim was a 4-year defensive back and was named High School Football All-American for his outstanding ability. Tim began his career in professional wrestling just after graduation, and within a few years had wrestled in the United States, Canada, Europe, and Japan. Tim has held the United States Junior Heavyweight title and has been co-holder of the National Tag title and the UWF World Tag Championship. Tim's biggest career win was a shocking pinfall victory over Hawk of the Road Warriors on TBS television from Atlanta, Georgia in 1985. Tim has competed successfully against nearly every top star in the sport for the past 10 years, wrestling in the WWF and the NWA among others. But while most fans know Tim for his activities in the ring, his outside activities bring him equal acclaim. Tim works as a volunteer probation officer in his native Morristown, Tennessee in Hamlin County. And late last year, he was awarded a certificate of appreciation for his work with troubled teenagers. In addition, Tim is an accomplished singer and musician, and his favorite way of relieving the stress of his wrestling schedule is through music.
Well, I'm shameless when it comes to loving you. I'll do anything you want me to. I'll do anything at all. And I'm standing here for all the world to see. Oh, baby, that's what's left of me. I don't have very far to fall. You know now I'm not a man who's ever been insecure about the world I've been living in. I don't break easy, I have my pride, but if you need to be satisfied, I'm shameless. Oh, honey, I don't have a prayer. Every time I see you standing there, I go down upon my knees. And I'm changing, swore I'd never compromise. Oh, but you convinced me otherwise. I'll do anything to please. You see, in all my life, I've never found what I couldn't resist, what I couldn't turn down. I could walk away from anyone I ever knew, but I can't walk away from you. I have never let anything have this much control over me. I work too hard to call my life my own, and I made myself a world, and it's worked so perfectly. But it's your world now, I can't refuse. I've never had so much to lose. Oh, I'm shameless.
Fans, one man who did not enter the tournament was Hollywood Bob Holly, and earlier today, he explained why.
I was driving down Sunset Boulevard just the other day with Julie Roberts close by my side. Real close, if you know what I mean. When she asked me, she says, "Hollywood, are you going to be in the Smokey Mountain title tournament?" I said, "No, Julia, baby." I said, "Why should I have to beat three guys when I can beat anybody, anytime, anywhere? All I have to do is wait around for that one man to get his hand raised. Whoever the champion is, I go out there, beat him. I'm the champion."
From Washington, D.C., weighing in at 233 pounds, Tommy Angel.
All right, and that's that music, of course, you and I know that that's going to bring right now into the ring area no other than Jimmy Golden. I think one of your favorites, and here you see him entering the ring.
Jimmy Golden is one of my favorites, a very close personal friend of mine. Let me look at the sheet again, Bob.
From Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 238 pounds, Jimmy Golden.
All right, fans, we're looking for good action in this match. Tommy Angel and Jimmy Golden and Dutch Mantell. Dutch, you're still upset. What?
Wait a minute.
Because you're not automatically entered into the
Yeah,
into the
it says the
finals.
5 seeded wrestlers who are automatically entered in the finals are Dirty White Boy, the Psycho, Primetime Brian Lee, Tim Horner, Robert Gibson, and Jimmy Golden. My name's not even in there. They got me as a wild card.
Yeah, you haven't won enough matches to get in there, Dutch.
Why?
I don't know why.
I have won enough matches.
All right, Angel now just scooped up Golden. This Angel is, look at Angel, how compact he is.
Oh, Jimmy, get in there and beat the fool out of him.
Well, Golden quickly got out of the ring, wanted to bring a halt to that. Angel putting on a good bit of offensive show right there.
Now, Jimmy Golden, he's in the tournament.
You know, evidently, Hollywood Bob Holly went against Julie Roberts' wishes. He says that he'll just wait and he'll beat the winner. You think Julie Roberts told him not to do
Well,
that?
of course she told him that. You
so?
think he's going to get on television here and just just give an out-and-out lie. If I want to hear an out-and-out lie, I listen to some political races. I listen to George Bush or Bill Clinton or somebody. If I want to hear just some out-and-out lies.
I tell you something that surprises me.
Let me ask
Jimmy
you,
Golden is here without his partners today, the Kolofs. And by the way, they have not paid their $500 fines for running out on last week's match. And Barb Armstrong is not going to let them wrestle again on Smoky Mountain Wrestling until they pay that $500.
That Barb Armstrong is becoming the Manuel Noriega of wrestling. He's becoming a dictator. Now, he's not going to let the Kolofs wrestle till they pay $500.
$500
He's not going to let Dutch Mantell in the tournament, but then he turns around and puts prime time Brian Lee in the tournament.
Lee,
now, that is not justice.
Lee has won enough matches to do that, to qualify automatically for that.
Oh,
Golden,
I guess if you're some kind of axe murderer or some kind of serial killer, or if you're a psycho or something, you get in the tournament.
Golden, with his height advantage, twice now came with that foot right to the midsection on Tommy Angel. And we still got that test of strength. Each time that Angel is about to overcome it and reverse it on him, Golden gets that foot up. That time Angel caught it. He was ready for him. Tommy drop. Ooh. Boy, Dutch, you can feel that one for a long time.
Well, he's out there on that hardwood floor. Tommy Angel better enjoy his little bit of glory in the sun, so to speak, because when Jimmy Golden regroups outside the ring, he's going to come back and he's going to take care of Mr. Angel. I've known Jimmy Golden for several years, and I've never known him to back away from anyone. He's just like Ivan Koloff and his nephew. They don't back away from any fight and win most of them.
Well, Golden is awfully slow to get up outside of the ring, and fans, you see, as he really was favoring that back, slowly now walking around the ring.
And you didn't see Bob Armstrong when he left a while ago. He looked at me funny. He gave me a funny look as he walked away.
What do you mean a funny look?
Well, he just looked at me funny. You can tell when somebody looks at you funny. He just looked at me like, you know, I don't know. He just looked at me funny. He doesn't like me anyway. It's because I used to beat the fool out of him and his snot-nosed brats. They said one time Bob Armstrong was a great father because he used to walk his son to school every day. Well, that was fine. It was real convenient for Bob, seeing as how they're both in the same grade anyway.
Angel goes sailing high into the air, coming off the ropes with that big back toss. Golden, as we say, is a tall one, about 6'6", 6'7". He gets you high to the air. Has he got him pinned, Dutch? Only a count of two.
No, he does not. I could have told you that 10 minutes ago.
Here's Angel now with some good hard right hands. Going to whip him out across the ring. Good hard right hand when he came off. He's got the leg hook, but again, he can't hold him. Boy, Angel showing his power, too, as he just picks up Golden, lifts him high in the air, slams him hard to the mat, goes for the pin again, and Dutch, I tell you, Golden still has just got too much steam. He can't pin him. He can't hold him down.
Well, he's got too much ring savvy.
What a drop kick.
Look at there. That's one of the best drop kicks in wrestling today.
He's going to pin him out of it. Big, tall Jimmy Golden with a drop kick.
Jimmy Golden with a great win. Well, he's just going to keep on, Mr.
Yeah,
Angel.
he's not satisfied, is he?
Well, I think he may embarrass Jimmy just a little bit.
What the heck?
Now, Jimmy, he's just going to make
I
sure.
mean, the guy just kicking and stomping away at him. Angel, he's defenseless in the ring right now. He's got him on the apron. Look at, hey, wait a minute. Here comes Robert Gibson.
Now, what's he going in the ring for? What did Robert Gibson go in the ring? There's no need for that.
Come on, boy.
Well, he's asking Jimmy Golden to come back, but Jimmy made a strategic retreat and backed away. Here comes Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Bob, that Jimmy Golden, he can run, but you can't have, boy. Let me tell you something. Come May the 15th, that tournament, I hope it's me and you face to face, boy. I'm going to put something on you. Ajax won't wash off, boy.
Robert Gibson, rock and roll fans. We'll be back. We'll have more right after we take this time out. Boy, the attempt last week, fans, to find out the tag team of Jim Cornette turned into chaos. I hope we're going to have better luck today.
Look at this ringside section over here. That's all the people that live downstream of the nuclear plant. Do you realize that? Okay, you know, last week I went out and tried to get another video, tried to get a tape done. That big mouth Phil Ray. Well, just go ahead and show the tape, and we'll look at it, and then I'll tell you what happened. Go ahead.
Hello, wrestling fans. I'm Phil Rainey. Our Smoky Mountain Wrestling cameras are here at a West Knoxville location, an indiscreet location where Jim Cornette has promised to reveal to me and to you the identity of his new tag team, and we'll just have to wait and see if Cornette gets here. He was supposed to be here about 10 minutes ago, and if he doesn't show up pretty soon, we're going to wrap this thing up and call it a day. Hey, Al, just shut the cameras down. We'll use what we got if Cornette doesn't show up.
Hey, Brady! Hey!
Hey!
Wait.
Well, here comes Cornette now.
Shh, be quiet. Keep your voice down. What's the matter with you? Didn't you learn anything from last week? We can't let anybody know what we're doing because anytime these guys are seen out in public, it's going to be total chaos.
You brought me out here.
I had to sneak through the bushes to make sure nobody knew I was coming. Listen, do you know what happens when Madonna walks down the street in New York? Total chaos. Do you know what happens when Michael Jackson does a video on location? Complete panic. Do you know what happened when the Beatles did the Ed Sullivan Show?
I know.
Total and complete, utter confusion. So I don't want anything to mess this up. I can't do anything without being followed by all these bands of screaming women. So listen. I'm fixing to introduce to you the greatest tag team in the entire universe, the next Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions. So you just listen and learn, brother, because they should be here any minute. And, brother, this is going to be the greatest thing that I've ever done in my life.
I'm waiting to hear.
Wait a minute. Look sharp. Here they come now. Oh, brother, this is going to be great. The next Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the greatest tag team in the universe, are in this limousine, brother. And I've spent an arm and a leg to make sure that nobody knows that they're here. And now you are in on a part of history. Holy demon! Oh, not again! Oh, no! Oh. Rainey, you've blown it again.
No, Jim. No.
Oh, would you shut up for once in your lives and let somebody do something constructive around here? You see the problem, Phil Rainey, he wanted to pick up on my men's cast-off, so he spilled the beans about where we were. It was a secret location. You can't just bring guys that are this good-looking, this sharp, this successful, this famous to a place. You know, this place makes dog patch look like downtown Atlanta. You can't bring stars like this to a hillbilly location like this and expect not to cause trouble. But don't worry. Next week, I'm not going to bring my stars to the cameras. I'm going to take the cameras to the stars in a very private location. You're going to see it next week, and Bob Armstrong's curiosity will be satisfied.
Fans, I hope that's true. We're going to look forward to it. We'll be back right after this. You're still boiling, Dutch, that you aren't on that seed for the tournament.
Well, first of all, I want to say something, and I want everybody to listen to me. Now, I have never, ever told a lie in my life. I have never, ever said anything that was not true. But when I got the news, you stand right here and listen to this. When I got the news that Bob Armstrong did not seed me in the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Tournament, I don't know why that happened. A man of my ability, a man of my stature, of my standing in the wrestling world, and he gives me a wild card. I can see if it was somebody like Carl Stiles or something, I can see that. But they even give Brian Lee, they put him in the tournament. There is a conspiracy. There is a conspiracy afoot, and I'm going to sue Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
All right, fans, let's go to the ring.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Golden Boy, Joe Kazana.
Making his way toward the ring. Here's a man that really puts a big fur under the seat of Dutch Mantel.
Yeah, there's a big psycho. Now you tell me how that big goof got seated and I didn't. Bob Armstrong is Bob Armstrong is just there's a conspiracy underfoot.
Weighing in at 280 pounds from Orlando, Florida, prime time Brian Lee.
And how did he get that name, Prime Time? What did he think, some kind of neon light or something on the corner, or some kind of bright flashing light or something?
That means that he is good enough, Dutch, to be in prime time.
Is that your opinion, or is that Bob Armstrong's opinion?
No, I think it's probably the opinion of many, many thousands of Smoky Mountain Wrestling fans.
Now look, you might need to watch Brian Lee. He might have a psychotic episode here at any moment. We might need to call the paramedics, have them have some tranquilizers prepared to calm him down. He's crazy. He's nuts.
There's Kazana. Boy, Kazana has been on him since the opening bell. He's had him up against the ropes. He's hit him with a number of right hands. There's a big right foot and a right hand now. from primetime Brian Lee.
See, he don't even have enough sense to take off his own vest.
You know, Dutch, this guy, Brian Lee, you talk about him any way you want to, but he's got to be one of the favorites on May 15th to take that title at the Volunteer Slam. That's May 15th, the Volunteer Slam, right here in
May
Knoxville.
15th is going to be my day. It's not going to be Brian Lee's day. It's not going to be anybody else's day. It's going to be my day because that Smoky Mountain belt is coming around my waist. Now, I hadn't called right now because I've been right here, but as soon as I leave this desk here, after this program is over, I'm getting on the phone to my lawyer, and I'm having him get in contact with Smoky Mountain Wrestling offices, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to have Mr. Armstrong answer for his actions.
All right, Lee now standing over Kazana. He's got that armbar. Boy, he can really put
You don't
the
seem to be
pressure
too
that
upset,
show.
but
I'm not upset
seated.
that you weren't seated. No,
Well,
because you didn't have the wins, Dutch. To be
Oh,
honest
I've
about
had
it.
a million wins.
But not in Smoky Mountain
You mean
Wrestling
to tell
be in
me,
the
like
tournament.
in baseball all-star voting, they vote some guys in that don't even play.
What a slam, a scoop slam right there from primetime Brian Lee. Dutch, right here, let's take a moment to say hello to all the fans watching Smoky Mountain Wrestling on WKCH Catch 43 in Knoxville, and we want to thank all those folks for joining us. This could be lights out right here for Kazana. He doesn't get up from that one, Dutch.
The winner, primetime Brian Lee.
Well, fans, let's take a look at what this psycho does. And if Brian Lee is in the ring, he puts him up in his signature move that he calls the cancellation, and he puts Kazanas down for the mat, and he gets a win right. Wait a minute. No, come over here.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Come over here.
Yeah.
Dutch Mantell, you've been running from day one. You're over here running your mouth about he doesn't have a seat in the tournament.
That's right.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want a seat in the tournament so bad, you sign a sheet and wrestle me here next week on TV. And just a second, let me talk. You over here running your mouth, let me talk. If you want to wrestle me next week on TV, you don't have to beat me, just wrestle me.
And what? What if I beat you?
You get my seat in the heavyweight tournament.
Wait a minute. You saying if I wrestle you, you gotta beat me? I don't have to beat you?
No. He doesn't have to beat me. Just get in the ring with me. I have to beat you.
Next week, right? Okay, you got a match. Lace him up tight, Lee. I'm taking your place in that tournament.
All right, fans, next week, it seems to be all set. We'll be back right after this. Right here last week, the Fantastics were joined by Tommy Rogers to take on the Wild Bunch and Jimmy Golden. The action wasn't over when the bell sounded, so right now let's go back. Let's take a look at what happened after the bell sounded on that match. Dutch, he's going to go halfway across the ring. They're going to pin Golden.
Well, they got the win. But Golden and the Monos, they don't like it that much.
The match is over, but the action is not, as they're continuing to go at each other in the ring.
Well, I think the bell means something to these men.
Oh, the Golden.
Oh, did you see that?
But they're not satisfied at all. Look at Deaton with that big right hand on Roger. Golden is just choking.
Deaton just clubbed. He just clubbed Tommy Rogers and knocked him completely off the ring apron.
Some way we got to get some order restored here in Dutch. They got to kill these guys in the ring.
Well, Rogers is... Now he's getting cut off.
Here comes Tim Horner.
What's he doing in there?
There's Horner. Rights and lefts.
There's no need for Tim Horner to be in that ring.
Order restored. All right, man. There you have it. The Wild Bunch. And they make their way toward the ring. What's going to be a tremendous first round tag tournament match.
This is a first round tag team tournament match with a combined weight of 465 pounds. Joel Deaton and Billy Black, the Wild Bunch.
And of course, Dutch, you know right there what that means. The opponents are the Fantastics. And here they come, charging into the ring.
Their opponents with a combined weight of 445 pounds, Bobby and Jackie Fulton, the Fantastics.
The Fantastics and the Wild Bunch, two of the top tag teams in wrestling, meeting right here, fans, in the first round of the tournament for the Smoky Mountain Tag Team title. Dutch, it's going to be a Lulu. Everybody better hold on to their seats in this one.
First round tag tournament match. The Wild Bunch made their presence known last week when they arrived unannounced with Jimmy Golden to take on the three Fantastics in the ring last week. And what I want to talk about just briefly here is, people, you talk about historical occasions. Next week's going to be one for me, because even though Bob Armstrong tried to shice me out of my rightful place in the tournament, I'm going to have to step in and on my own, as I have done all my life, and just take it away from Brian Lee. See, he has to beat me. I don't have to beat him. Did he say that? You're a witness to it?
Yeah, he said that.
All righty.
That may have been a mistake on his part, too. Good move right there by Black to reverse.
So what I want Brian Lee to do next week is bring him a crying towel to the ring.
Hey, we got a whale of a tag match going right now, fans. The Wild Bunch, the former All-Asian Tag Champions in Japan. You know, we saw a tape of them winning that title last week, Dutch, and they'll stop at nothing to win. Billy Black puts his body on the line at every single opportunity. He doesn't mind it. He doesn't fear it. I don't think the guy fears anything. He'll throw his body in front of you, doesn't matter what.
The Wild Bunch, a very good team. Billy Black, now I guess he's about 6'1", 225, 230.
Deaton's even bigger than that.
No, Deaton's taller.
And of course we know about.
Talking about, I can't get Brian Lee off of my, that idiot. Next week, I'm not going to say any more about it, but next week is going to be my week right here on Smoky Mountain Wrestling. People, tell all your friends to tune in, because I'm going to take this prime time and turn him into some ghetto property.
Well, I tell you can't get Brian Lee off your mind. I can't get Jim Cornette off mine. 2 weeks now, Cornette has been going to show us his tag team. We haven't seen anybody yet. I don't know whether he's got a tag team or not.
He is mentally messing with the other teams in the tournament. I've told you that about 3 or 4 times, but obviously you didn't hear me.
They got a double team, Deaton. There he goes. He's an awful fantastic. Well, when you get brothers like that working together and they've wrestled together for so long, and Dutch, we talk about experience in tag team wrestling, that's a hard thing to overcome when you got that experience factor in your corner. Well, these two guys think alike. They know what the other guy's going to do at all times, even before he makes the move.
Well, that double hip toss the Fantastics did, there's not much defense for that. You just gotta go with it.
That was a good move right there, a double team.
Now that is tag team wrestling.
Oh man,
there.
The Wild Bunch right there with that leg takedown by Deaton, and then you saw Billy Black get high to the air with that leg drop. Watch out. Dutch, he just held him there for ever so long to get all of his force and power behind it, and he had him for the count of 2, but couldn't hold him for the third one. See, that was almost a big upset in my mind. It would have been an upset, but he almost had him pinned. Clothesline, cut him a flip.
Ooh. Well, these teams don't quit. You see, when you pick your opponent up and hold him up for a long time for that suplex to drop, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about going down. And the longer you hold him, that means the more he gets to think about it. Double whip in the corner.
Yes, sir, by the Fantastic with that double whip again. He's jacking with a drop kick. He just explodes right on Black. You know, the tournament action so far has just been tremendous in this tournament, Dutch, and it's going to get better.
Another side suplex.
That side suplex, and he had a lot of power behind that one.
See, last week we had a tag team advance last week in our first tournament match. The Maulers, Rep Morgan and Jack Victory. And one of these teams is seeing which one's going to advance, either the Fantastics or the Wild Bunch this week.
Well, the Fantastics, of course, I know these guys. I've talked to them, Dutch. I see them outside of the ring, and they're really nice guys. They're guys that you like to meet and talk to. And they're determined that they're going to be champions. They've shown themselves to be the hardest working team in wrestling.
Well, I don't like to talk to them.
I do. I think they're real nice guys.
Well, you would.
And they work hard at it.
You would.
Oh, what an elbow.
You probably think Richard Simmons is a real nice guy.
Deaton with that elbow, they caught him right into the midsection, right into the chest. Double team here. They flip out of the corner.
Mistake.
Double drop kick. Here comes Black. Deaton, for all practical purposes, right down of it. He's off of their apron, down onto the floor, and there goes Black. He's out of the ring on the floor.
Well, they're going to go outside. It's like a batter stepping out of the batter's box. They're going to talk about it a while.
They don't need to talk about it. They need to try to regroup some way.
A little bit of debris going in the ring there. courtesy of the Wild Bunch. I wish that Brian Lee would come out here right now so I could slap him.
The speed with which the Fantastics are wrestling this match, I think, is really taking a toll on the opponents and on the Wild Bunch. The Wild Bunch, I don't think, are used to this. They're bigger. I think they're stronger. I think they're a more powerful team, but I don't think they can stand this pace.
Well,
I don't think it's their pace, Dutch.
Well, you see, now, I am paid to sit out here and analyze these matches. What the Fantastics are doing right now, they're making the Wild Bunch wrestle their type of match.
All right.
One mistake, and then it's all turned around. The Wild Bunch, they'll be having the Fantastic. There it is.
From behind.
No sooner said than done.
Jackie, yes, sir. He got caught from behind.
Now, see, Fulton's making a mistake there, making a real mistake. Now, see, the referee's got to intercept him. He has to intercept him and put him back in the corner.
Well, and Jackie's just being choked over there, Dutch.
Well, Bobby shouldn't be running outside the ring. His brother shouldn't be running outside the ring like that. See, the Wild Bunch and the Maulers it's like a team out of the same mold. When an opportunity presents itself, like if it would present itself, if I'm in the ring, then I'm going to take full advantage of it, which I'm going to do next week. I got a surprise for Brian Lee next week.
Looked like he was trying to get him into a pile driver.
Good move.
I tell
Good
you,
move.
Deaton has done that twice. He's over that leg takedown.
You see where the Maulers like to pound away and hammer their opponents? The Wild Bunch, they like to do it too, but they will do some moves to take their opponents down, then so they can hammer on them.
Bobby Fulton double teamed in the corner as Billy Black came off of that top rope. They cut a flip right into the air, got all of the body weight. Another
good move. Did you see that?
Yes, sirree. He may pin him. 1, 2. Oh! Dutch, I thought he had him.
Well, they're well on their way to beating the Fantastics.
What an upset that would have been, fans.
Good. You see that move?
Right with that suplex to the bridge.
Belly to back suplex with a bridge.
Yes, sir. The bridge, and again he didn't hold him into the bridge.
You see, these guys have been to Japan. They have been to Korea. They have been to Asia. They know the Asian style.
Look at those cartwheels all the way across the ring, and there comes a clothesline right behind it.
Now, you tell me right now the Wild Bunch, they aren't relentless.
Oh, man. They're showing you something like that. They're showing you fantastic something.
They are relentless in their attack.
Look at those cartwheels across the ring, the somersault. Salt right in. He puts it out of the corner. There's the elbow smash. Boy, they got the timing right down pat. Hey, are you impressed with those guys?
Yes, I am impressed. I'm much more impressed with the Wild Bunch than I am the Fantastics.
I am seeing things from the Wild Bunch I did not expect. I got to tell you that.
And they need to get on him now. They need to stop him before he gets to the corner.
That they had that in them. Deaton got that big left foot to the midsection. There comes Fulton with the right hand. Fulton needs a tag.
Fighting out of desperation.
Yeah, he's got to get over to the corner for a tag. Deaton beats him up, slams him hard to the mat. He's going up on the ropes.
He can't take much more of this punishment. Ooh! He needs to make a tag, but I don't think they're going to let him. I think they're going to probably try to beat him. I think they may try to beat him right in the middle right now.
Well, here comes Jackie in after that right hand. Bobby Fulton still on the mat.
Now, you see what they're doing there?
There comes Black. They switched on him.
Well, sure they did.
Yes, sir. They pulled the switch right on the referee.
See, the referee has no alternative but to go with the illegal man. And now the referee is confused on who was actually in the ring.
He's confused. He doesn't know exactly which one's supposed to be in, I don't think. Down goes Black from that foot. Bobby Fulton still needs to get a tag. Did he make it? Has he made it? He's just inches away, and he didn't make it.
No. See, this match is all we said it would be. We said it would be a wild encounter, and that's exactly what it turned out to be.
I didn't expect some of the moves out of the Wild Bunch.
He's trying to turn him over.
They have shown you not only that they know how to get in there and stand toe-to-toe with you and really slug you out and maul you and beat on you the way they want to.
He's trying to turn him.
Shown you know how to wrestle.
He's trying to turn him over in the Boston crowd right now.
And if he gets him over,
it's a bad sign for the Fantastics.
He's got him turned.
He's got him turned.
That might be it.
That puts a lot of pressure on the lower back and the hamstrings.
Can Bobby Fulton withstand that pain? He reversed that, Dutch.
But he hangs on to it. He's hanging on to it.
Boy, that took a lot of strength on the part of Bobby Fulton.
And a little kick over to the side of Jackie. See, Deaton went down on his shoulder right then, but he held on to it.
Oh, it's been a while, and it's been a good one, fans. It's been a tremendous tag team match, Dutch.
Fulton outside the ring now. Billy Black taking advantage of the opportunity, as I say, as it presented itself.
And that's Bobby Fulton. Watch out. Here comes a chair right down now across the throat. Black's got it across the throat of Bobby Fulton. Just leaning hard down on that metal part of the chair across the throat, right back to the attack. Going to roll him into the ring for Deaton.
See, these men are very cognizant of the referee, exactly where he is. He had a chair down on Bobby Fulton's neck, and right when he saw the referee was getting ready to make the turn, he got rid of the chair.
And he missed the elbow coming into the corner. Bobby Fulton ducked under.
There's the tag.
Deaton was going to put him in the next week with that elbow. Here comes Jackie Fulton. Look at those right hands.
But he's going to have
with that drop kick.
He's going to have no help from his brother if he needs him, because Bobby is outside the ring, beside the ring apron. You see him getting up in your lower left-hand corner.
Reversal by Deaton. Right over the back goes Jackie. With a bridge, and again a count of two, and he would have had him pinned had not Black got there just at the last moment.
Well, he was in the position to make it. Jackie needs to see if he can finish his team off. He is the fresh man. Knee in the back. DDT.
With a DDT from Joel Deaton.
Great move by Joel Deaton.
The big man really put the DDT right on him.
Now, fans, and look right now.
Jackie's in bad trouble now.
You see both Fantastics in a bad way. Both of the Wild Bunch are up fairly strong. Both the Fantastics are down and injured a little bit right now.
Well, it certainly looks right now. What a move with that backflip out of the corner off of the rope by Billy Black. Heading for the count of two again. And
now, he would have pinned him had not Bobby Fulton made the save.
And they go right back to the attack on Bobby Fulton. Boy, I tell you, this Wild Bunch, their team has got to be reckoned with.
Relentless.
They got to be reckoned with. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Very, very impressive team. You may not like what they do in the ring.
Wait a minute.
They're tough, but they can really put it to you.
It looks like it's spilling.
He's got him rolled up. He's going to pin him. He got Black from behind and rolled him up for the pin. All right, fans, there's the winners.
Your winners, Bobby and Jackie Fulton, the Fantastics.
We'll be back right after this. Fans, the Maulers have advanced to the second round. So are the Fantastics. They'll meet in 3 weeks, Rip.
We just saw the Fantastics beat the Wild Bunch. That was a fluke. In a couple of weeks, you got me and Jack Bixby. Fantastics, we have no respect for the Queen, and we have no respect for you. In 2 weeks, in the square circle, the Fantastics against the Maulers. Tell them, big man. You know something? Fantastics!
Fans, we got to go. Next week, we'll be right here. A big main event. Brian Lee, Dutch Mantel. See you then.